So there's our glass. I'll put another color in there. Hold up. I will put a very, 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 don't have it, light gray, very light gray. Let's see. We shall see. Ooh, there we go. Very glassy looking. Yep, sometimes I think about North Dakota and working out there. It was cool. I met some cool people out there. Yeah, I would have gotten in trouble if I kept living out there. If you know, you know. But, yeah, it was cool. Met a lot of interesting cats. Goofy goofballs. Cool people though in the end. Should put a bug from another dimension on his windshield here. Alright. We'll use this for the color of this aiming thing here. So he can aim better for your keys. I don't know. It's kind of bleeding through a little bit. Just a little bit. Turn these into yellow. Alrighty, we got our crane looking more craney looking. Reaching through and grabbing your keys. And this is just a quick coloring, you know. I wouldn't, you know, if I was actually coloring this. Well, if I was coloring the real thing, I would, it'd be coloring the real thing. The paper would be different. Be using better markers and actual watercolors. But this is just a quick guy. Making our construction equipment nice and bright so everybody sees it. We'll have no workman's comp cases on this site. And we'll add some colors into the existing crane here, you know. We'll add some, you'll see, we're going to use this marker even here. So we'll kind of fill in some stuff over here, fill this in as it reacts good to it. Can't really see it on there, you know, so we're going to find something a little bit darker to manipulate that with. Let me see here. How about this guy? Let's see what we got going on here. It's alive. Okay. Just gonna make a little, kind of like a little shaded action here. Just a little shade on stuff. Nothing too crazy. What would you do if you went down the hallway and saw something like this? It's awesome. Freaking thing reaching through your wall. Would you run for your life? Would you grab your phone? Would you grab it? Get like horrible radiation burns from grabbing it, you know? Who knows? There's that one movie where the guy was making the first atomic bomb. Something was going wrong with the core, and it was just like one of those, you know, it's just a regular looking core, just a metal sphere. It was like about to go nuclear, and he like pushed it off of the thing with his hand. That was enough for him to get a lethal dose of radiation poisoning. John Cusack was in the movie. I think it was called Fat Man, Little Boy, the movie. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Fat Man, Little Boy. The names of the bombs. So we got some more stuff over here on the back. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so our crane is coming along, everybody. What time do we got here? 12:45 already, huh? Plugging along. Gonna put this in the around the edges and stuff. Just kind of, you know, all depends on how much you want to put into it, but it helps. When it comes to having some extra pizzazz on your stuff. Put some over here on the edge. Just like such. Like this seam right here for that. And this over here. Yep. And just fart around with your crane as much as you want. How much you want it to look, you know. Put some stuff in there. Make it look like, you know, freaking rust or something, I don't know. Make it look all rusty. Coming down from here. Ta-da! Nothing crazy. Gonna hold my breath there for a second so I can. Alright, so our elf thing is pretty much done. We got our keys and our key thing to draw here. Probably just use the same color for the chain. Look at that freaking cat. Who knows what a fly on the wall sees, right? Do any of us know what a fly on the wall sees? Alright, so our golden hook. The golden hook is in. Alright, so the keys. You know, we need to put some more definition on that glass. How much does this do? Just gonna liven up this glass a little bit. Kind of stands out too much. Alright. Cool. Now the bug on there looks a little more lively. Yeah, when I was out in North Dakota, I saw some fucking, you know, some cool shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. Saw those big, huge propellers that are on the windmills. Those things are so huge when they're on the ground. It's unbelievable, man. I mean, it took a huge, you know, full semi-truck plus another semi-truck behind it, you know, like half a truck that was steering behind it with a steer, you know, bottom steer. Frick. Unreal, dude. Alright, so we got our keys here. What should we make them? We'll make the front one kind of a grayish metal, you know, with a little bit of a little tiny bit of a gleam to it. And then the one behind it we'll make like a gold key of some kind. What do we got here? Alright, gold key, where we at? Alright, you're up, gold key. Yeah. Alright, that would be the gold keys, key to your house or whatever. Beautiful, beautiful. Put a little blue tinge in the key. Because it's sparkling. Yeah. The fob, I guess the fob can be just a dark freaking whatever. Whatever this is. No. Oh, it's dead. Oh, it's dead. This part working at least. Another one dead. Well, you're learning something today, people. These pens don't last forever as good as they are. Alright, so this is a good one. Dark gray. Perfect for a key fob, eh? Alright, but the front we want to be like a lighter gray because we want to use those to be colors. So we will try to use this one. Okay, so this one will go over here for the fob. And that'll leave us a little room there to put colors on those 3 buttons. Alright. Sweet. Yep, sweet. You know, it's funny when you start getting into your 40s and you start thinking about a lot of start looking back at your life a little bit. Thinking about stuff. You know, I compare a lot of stuff to like my kid right now, like how old he is. Like, oh, when I was that age, I was doing. And it's kind of crazy, you know? To think, you know, that I can remember being his age. He's sitting there right there staring at me like I'm a dumbass. Alright. And I am sometimes, Alright, so we got a red button. Red works. And we'll have a green button. Green button. Then we'll have a blue button. Regular old blue. Yeah. There we go. Alright, our elf portion of the picture is over with. What should we start next? What should we call it? We should start one part at least. We'll call this part 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. Alrighty, so how about go down and finish this stuff here. Well, this is a wood table, so let's see if this one works. Alright. Table can be like a deep mahogany. Or whatever this is. I like it though. It's good. Yep. Hope everybody's Christmas and New Year's went all good. Everybody's still in one piece. I'm old now, so I just stayed home. I think I passed out on New Year's Eve at like 10:30.